Hey, yo, Detroit man was good. Welcome to DDS, the voice. Today on Crime in the D, I got some breaking news. A story I've been following that just happened that I can't seem to find on any news outlets for some strange reason. Some of you may know of this story from social media. A lot of you may not. So apparently, now I don't have all the 100% facts and details of the story, but apparently, a woman, black woman, jumped from her building. I don't know how many stories up, at least 10 stories. Um, she did not make it. I'm guessing she was suffering from mental health. Now, the problem everybody is having is why the police, she was up there for 12 hours, keep in mind, before she jumped. So the police tried to talk her down, they claim. I got a picture. I'm gonna try to, that's the lady, that's the officer. That's the officer talking to her. Um, so yeah, that's all I got on that. So yeah, she was up there for 12 hours. So what we're trying to, I guess, come up with is why was nothing placed at the bottom? When you got that much time, firefighters usually will put something down at the bottom. You know, those big squares, something you can jump onto. A fire truck could have lifted the ladder up, maybe to help her. As close as that officer just was in that picture, maybe he could have just snatched her up and pulled her over. So nothing was done. Now you got a lot of people. I'm not gonna say whether it's racially fused or not. But at the same time, that's what a lot of people are saying. If she was white, they would have saved her. But I'm looking at that picture now. It seems to be a black officer right there. I don't know if race had anything to do with it or just the quality of the emergency staff here in Detroit. Maybe they're not qualified for these type of situations, and they need to get qualified. That's for sure. But yeah, I just wanted to push that on y'all. I'll give you a little insight into it now. You're on your own to find that story. Um, when you do, come back and tell me a little bit more about it. But that's all I got on it right now. Now let's get right into crime in the D. Our first story. No, actually, bro, I want to give y'all something good. All right, our first story. One critical, another injured after argument escalates to gunfire in Detroit neighborhood. I don't know what y'all guys are saying. That's nothing new. And you're right. Gunfire broke out in the early afternoon inside a quiet Detroit neighborhood Tuesday, leaving two people with serious injuries. Neighbors say it's a peaceful street, but around 4 p.m. on McKay between 8 Mile and Outer Drive in Detroit, the sound of commotion turned into something way more dangerous. I heard somebody screaming as well, screaming at the person like they were arguing, said one neighbor. I was home when it happened. I was in my backyard cutting tree limbs down, and I heard the gunshots. The victims, both men in their 40s, were privately taken to area hospitals. One victim is in critical condition, while the other victim is stable. Thank goodness we were able to make it on time, said Captain Javon Johnson of the 11th precinct. For a second, uh, for the second victim, who's actually in stable condition right now, we were able to convey him to the medical hospital so he could get the medical treatment that he needed. Investigators haven't released too many details, but they did say the shooting escalated from a verbal altercation that eventually got out of control. It's unclear if the victims live in the area. There are no suspects in custody as of Tuesday evening. Well, with the help of that good snitching neighbor who's seen everything and heard everything, I'm pretty sure they can close this case by Wednesday. Now, I want to move right along. Yeah, I had a good lineup, man. Um, I want to move right along to this one. 3 people sought for carjacking out of Detroit. Let's take a look at them. Dumb, dumb, and dumberer. Now, the Detroit Police Department, put out video and images of 3 people in their late teens or early 20s that allegedly walked up to a 39-year-old man and robbed him. Give me that food. The victim was sitting in a gray 2012 Chrysler 300 when the individuals approached them, announced the robbery. This is a robbery. Give me some money. And your cell phone. I'll take the vehicle too. Could you step out, please? And that's what they said. And then they fled the scene in his fine Chrysler 300. It happened around 6:30 p.m. in the area of East Nevada and Conant on August 7th. If anyone recognized these people in these masks with their face fully covered, you are asked to do some snitching to the first police officer that you see. Moving right along. Now we got. Hold on, I had one more, bro. Okay, here we go. Come on, load me up. He sure is. Oh, hold on. He look familiar. All right, now a suspect charged with murdering man while sitting in vehicle in Detroit. Yeah, I know somebody know him. I think I know him. All right, a Detroit man is accused of shooting another man in the head, killing him as they sat in a vehicle Friday night. The Wayne County Prosecutor's Office said Antonio Jenkins, 27, was sitting in the driver's seat of his vehicle near Joy Road in Lawton, while Martell Laner Blunt, 21, was in the passenger seat around 11:35 p.m. Blunt is accused of pulling out a handgun and shooting Jenkins, pocket, pocket, in the head multiple times. Blunt is charged with first-degree murder and felony firearm. He was remanded to jail and will appear in court September 14th for a probable cause conference. His probable cause, he probably had to bust their ass cause they was talking stupid. Or maybe they own some money. I don't know. But I know what I do know. It's time. It's prime time, baby. For this week's dumbest criminal. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now, a shocked woman, that's the name of this. Shocked woman wakes up to find a napping burglar in her guest bedroom. Of course. Now, why would you, now, if you've been robbing robbing all night, robbing all day, yeah, you're going to get sleepy. He probably hadn't had a chance to eat, hadn't have any coffee. You know, he was tired. He's been robbing all day and all night. He probably won't mouth. He might have been robbing all week and ain't been asleep. So, yeah, he came to a halt. He was real tired. He was asleep at the steal. That's what we gonna call it. He was asleep at the steal. An Ohio woman reportedly woke up to discover a burglar napping in her guest room. After he had broken in overnight, taken a swim in her outdoor pool, and even eaten the family's leftover chicken. Oh yeah, all that robber make you hungry. I just told y'all that. He just helped himself to everything in our house, says Stacy Stedman. The bizarre break-in, which occurred at her family home in Canton, Michigan, on Monday. Stedman, who lives with her husband, son, and brother-in-law, said they saw that a light was on in the spare bedroom. Who turned that on? Huh. That's when they found the not-so-smooth criminal snoozing it up. The quick-thinking gal, whose husband, Raymond Pearson, had already left for work before the invasion, woke up her brother-in-law, Brian Pearson, who chased the intruder out of the home. He came in there. My man was snoozing. He catches some Z's. He had a sandwich in his hand, a piece of leftover chicken. Yeah, I was leaning over the, hanging over the bed. Had a bottle of liquor. Ah, he still got his towel on. He just took a shower. So now, that's when Brian came in. Said, man, I know that ain't my chicken. Boom, punch him right in his nose. Get up, fool. He started chicken choking him. I told you about my chicken, fool. He broke free. And then that's when he took off out the window. Bow! He flew out the window like Superman. So now, and Brian chased him out the home. Unfortunately, that was only the tip of the iceberg. Oh, yeah. The distraught woman subsequently discovered that the door to the backyard was open and the man's sopping wet trousers were laying by the pool, indicating that he had taken a swim and they had some doo-doo stains in them. Ooh. Baby girl reported. She added that the hungry criminal had also apparently finished off the leftover chicken, and that's what got Brian so mad. That's why he was choking him like that. You don't eat nobody leftover cold chicken. Yeah, you don't do that. And they were just about to get ready to heat a piece up. So now he ate up all our leftovers and our chicken from the previous night's dinner, and even lit a candle in the bathroom. They even lit a candle in the bathroom, as if the home was an Airbnb. I like this nigga. Before leaving, the creepy napper even swiped a pair of her son's underwear that he left them doodoo stained boys by the pool. It remains unclear how the man entered the home, although Stedman's husband had spied the guy walking, in the street shirtless before he left for work at 4 a.m. He reportedly waited until the weirdo passed by before driving off. When I left home, says old boy, my family was sound asleep. They were safe and everything was sound. Thankfully, the sleepy chicken snatcher was arrested by police who suspected that he was intoxicated and brought him into the hospital for an examination. The man has since been slapped with a burglary charge, slapped across his face, and issued a court summons. So now, I don't know if we can consider him a burglar. What I did learn, don't get drunk and start roaming. Man, look here. Don't get how do you even get drunk? You must be homeless. Now he didn't went at them people's house. Snuck in. He drunk as a fool. Now he probably just left the club. I don't know where his shirt at, but he was hot. He was hot. He was taking them a damn ecstasy pill, and he was drinking that liquor straight. Boom. He came. He seen that house. That looks like my house or somebody's house. Whoever. I gotta go take a nap. So he popped in. Oh, wait a minute. Is that a pool, fool? So he popped in the pool. He popped in the pool. Bam. Take him a swell. That rejuvenated him from a long night of partying. Yeah, he had to get right. Came on in the crib, took him a shower. Left his little doo-doo drawers, his little stinky winkies out there by the pool. Oh, no problem. I'll just go in little Jimmy's room. Grabbed him a pair of the seven. Now that boy's 7 years old. What is you doing with that little boy drawers, man? He got some damn tighty white. He's all looking crazy as a fool. I know he got some more dookie stains in them. So now, after all this swimming, this show made him hungry. So that's why he went to the kitchen, grabbed up a couple of them wings. Nothing like some leftover chicken from yesterday. Pop, that wasn't enough. He made him a sandwich. Boom, bow. He got ham, turkey. He made him a delicious sandwich. Now, after all this eating, made him tired. Now, he could have woke her up, bothered her, and even requested some sexual favors, raped her. He didn't do none of that. He didn't steal nothing but a piece of chicken. So now, he said, well, let me just take a nap before I get up out of here, and hopefully I'll be up before they get up. That was his plan. He wasn't planning on getting caught. So, yeah, he took a little nap. Time got away from him. He woke up to a slapping and a choking, and the pistol was a poking, and he got on up out of there. Shout out to him. I kind of like him, man, because it's nothing wrong with having a rough night. We all have rough nights, and sometimes you need a piece of chicken, a sandwich, a swim, and a nap. Just cut him a break, Judge. I'm getting out of here, and I'll see y'all next time, man. Lock y'all chicken up and lock your doors up, and make sure you pee in the pool in case that guy tried to come to your house, because he was right out there in Canton, Michigan. He close by you. Boom. See y'all next week, man. Thanks for all the love and support, my DDS family. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss out on another exciting episode of Crime in the Deep and other dumbass criminals.